And advancing to the second round, Vic Lombardi, Chris Dempsey, and Bill Hanslick. First of all, any game in which Nikola Jokic has a triple-double, you know he's working. But he was the Nuggets' 5th leading scorer tonight, and they won by double digits.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is. You know, when interim coach David Adelman took over, one of the first things he said he wanted to do was have consistent, balanced scoring throughout the lineup. And what happened in the first few games of this series is that the starters really were doing the heavy lifting. And then today, you have just a bunch of players. You have 6 of them in double figures. Nikola Jokic, who has been hounded by the Clippers defense all series long, didn't have to do any of the scoring heavy lifting today, and because Jamal was doing everything necessary to get the Nuggets over to the finish.
Well, yeah, they put hard enough. They've junked it up a number of different ways, but what they were going to get to were double teams. And as soon as he put it down, they were coming at him. Joker still had 12 assists, and it opened up a lot of other areas. The three-point game tonight for the Nuggets, along with Jamal, just other players, they just dealt all over the Clippers.
I told you boys pregame, I said, I feel like Jamal's going to have a big night. And the reason I felt that way, I did an interview yesterday with Jamal, and I could sense he had something going on. He had that attitude going. You know that attitude where you know something's coming? Just listen to this exchange and tell me if you could sense it.
You've been down in series before. People have doubted you before. You've gone through this. How much? I know, but I was just saying, before that game, how much does that experience help you?
So it was 1-0.
When it was 2-1, though, you had to come back.
It was also 1-0.
I know, but how much does it help you knowing that you've been down this road?
It's 2-2. It's best out of 3, and I'm excited to play basketball.
At that point, it's like, yeah, Murray Fleury incoming.
Yeah, he was irritated at you.
We got to do more of that.
There was no doubt.
We got to do more of that.
Vic Lombardi on the interview. Way to do it, Vic.
Which brings us to our Smash Burger Smashed It. Heaney smashed it tonight right out of the park. 43 points for Jamal Murray on 17 of 26. He hit 8 triples, 5 boards, 7 dimes, and also 3 steals, guys. He was all over the court. That was probably his most complete game since his double nickel game earlier this season.
Yeah, so also when you're talking about him being everywhere, 10 fast break points, 12 were points in the paint, 24 were three-pointers. He was 9 of 12 from two-point range. I mean, he did literally everything on the basketball court, including assist to basketball. I mean, this wasn't 43 points and 0 assists. It was 43 points and 7 assists. So just everything that they needed from a playmaking standpoint, from a scoring standpoint. He was in attack mode from the tip. It was so well done by him. Look, yeah, exactly right.
Weather forecaster.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, and Chris Dunn is no easy, he's not a field day defender. He is tough to get by. He just dominated anybody that stood in front of him.
Well, yeah, and Jamal didn't do these so much, a little bit off the dribble, but just moving without the basketball. I thought he was spectacular tonight. And you know, the other thing, I think this is the first time in a while he's felt that with the 2 days off, felt really good. Because remember, he was sick for 2 games?
Yes.
And prior to that, he's coming over the calf problem or the hamstring, whatever it was. Now, he had his legs tonight. He was feeling good. And you got him jacked up with your interview. You need to do more of that.
It's all it takes is some biting questions.
Yeah.
I got to do the same to Joker, I guess, for the next game. You want to end it, obviously, in L.A., but to have this kind of advantage is so important.
Yeah, it's huge. To win Game 5, it's a big deal. It really is a big 2 games to win none now. To win 1, I'm sorry, to end the series is where you want to be. I will say this about Jamal. So if you start to look over the course of the series, his home games, especially his three-point shooting at home, stellar. His three-point shooting on the road, not as good. So he's going to have to figure out a way to bring this to L.A. see if the Nuggets can end this series.
Jamal Murray's game tonight. Jamal doing what Jamal does, us helping him a little bit with the way they've been guarding him. I thought we got him loose better, we screened better, allowed him to play in a rhythm. This is a team game, and when guys get hot, it's them being hot and being a special player like he always has been, but it's the other guys setting great screens. I thought DeAndre, Nikola, Russ, whoever they put Zubats on. And obviously Zubats is a really good defender. But we got him moving in space a little bit and got Jamal some good looks. On top of the fact, some of the shots he made were just absolutely ridiculous. And I said it before the game. I mean, it's coming with him. You know it is in these big moments, these situations. He was born for this. So special night for Jamal, but more importantly, special night for us in the sense of the series. But long way to go.
David, was there one shot or one moment from Jamal early where you felt like he was due for a big night?
You can kind of tell the way the ball goes off his hand certain nights. I thought he had great lift on his jump shot. Some of the early drags where he was pulling up into three-point shots, his left-handed finishes complementing the shooting. So maybe not one thing. I think it was just a culmination of watching him, showcase his offensive game. And when it's flowing like that, it's the guy that's won us so many playoff games in the past. And when he's complimentary with Nikola, it's great. But it sure is nice to have these nights where it's his show. And we needed it tonight in a big game. So yeah, it was fun to watch, man. I'm sure for the fans, it was incredible.
David, when you guys won the title, we heard things like play for each other, sacrifice. We heard it all year long. This year, I feel like maybe we haven't heard it as much.
Right.
Do you get the sense that this is a group, a team coming together right now?
Yeah, I felt like that at the end of the year, too. I thought if we didn't come together, we'd be at home right now. We'd be in the play-in. So I already thought that. Not every season is supposed to be this pretty, Disney movie or something, man. Like, this is the NBA. We had ups and downs. We had injuries. We had guys in and out. Things got negative for a while when things aren't going your way, and especially when you lose games late in the season that you know are important. So for us to bounce back, find a way to get the 4 seed, like I've been saying, I feel like this story is really trying to be written in a negative way. So keep trying. Like, I get it. It's part of the deal. And I don't know what's going to happen the rest of this series, but I've seen guys be very impactful mentally with each other. Tonight was another great example. They'd cut it to 10, they cut it to 8, 6. It seems like we always had a response. And it wasn't just Jamal's special night. It was different people making big plays. CB's 3 at the end of the quarter was enormous. It sent the place off. And the momentum was going our way, but that really put us, at a place where it was like, all right, and we rotated those other guys in, and they were so impactful, guys off the bench. So a lot of people are the reason why we won this game. Jamal will be the star tonight, but that was a great playoff team win.
How nice was it, because that 3 goes in, you're able to sit Joker at the start of the 4th and kind of sit all your starters, so you don't have to press them as much, and you kind of win going away, so they get that little bit of extra rest, I guess.
Yeah, no, you're right. And, it wasn't, when I sat him, I'll be honest, in your head you go, well, you can get him back in quickly if you need to. I had 4 timeouts. But DeAndre was very impactful defensively. And I thought we handled some of the variable lineups, I guess you could call it, that Ty goes to. He does such a great